Well, there goes my philosophy of you don't play a very good game, but you find a way to win that game, and it's kind of a sign of great things to come. You saw that yesterday with the San Jose Sharks in Toronto. The Leafs head to Montreal, and they're straight up garbage. I'm sorry. Look, they were on a second night of a back-to-back, James. You got to give them that. I don't care. You faced 17 shots in yesterday's contest? Clearly, the Sharks weren't peppering you offensively. And Montreal, look, the Leafs came out absolute flat, like they were not ready to play. And we have seen that almost night in, night out with the Leafs so far this year. They have looked awful right from puck drop. The Leafs were down 2-0, 12:34 into the first period. And luckily, Jake Muzzin, off a beautiful feed from Mitch Marner, makes it a 2-1 game with 16 seconds left in the period. That's awesome. But the problem was, the shots on goal, 19-5 in the first period. That is awful. You were down 2. It looked like you were going to be down 2-0, get almost, quadrupled in shots, and be down 2-0 on the road in the first period. It is horrendous watching that first period for Leaf fans. It is ridiculously awful to watch. Now, in the second, we're like, hey, the Leafs found their legs. Good stuff. Andreas Johnsson, 5:52 in, finds the loose puck, bangs it past Carey Price, and we're tied at 2. Matthews and Riley have assists on the play. And just like that, we got ourselves a new hockey game here. It's a 2-2 game. And you enter the third period, Montreal's got an abbreviated power play. It's okay. The abbreviated power plays usually don't go too well for the team on the power play. So we should be okay. 7 seconds into the third period. Armia scores. And just like that, your hard-fought comeback to make it a 2-2 game. 7 seconds into the third period is gone. And you're now down 3-2. Then, just give Jonathan Drouin a wide-open breakaway. He beats Hutchison. And at this point, Nick Suzuki scores his third goal of the year. Whoopie-doo, it's a 5-2 game. The Leafs played a great second period. That was it. They did nothing else. I am trying to have faith in this team. But then they put that kind of performance out in front of me in a rivalry game on Saturday night, and they look like they don't want to be there. It's awful. It's embarrassing. And for Hab fans, good on ya. Good W. For Leaf fans, Leaf players, wake up. The Leafs are now, 6-5-2 on the year. It's awful to watch right now, Leafs hockey. And I'm going on Tuesday against Washington. I don't even know how to feel about it. It's just so sickening to watch. I hear excuses, the back-to-back, and Tavares, Hyman, and Dermott are hurt. If anybody is expecting Hyman and Dermott to come on this team and be the saviors, do you remember what happened to William Nylander last year? He didn't play till December something. And to people's numbers and to people, going through analytics and not liking Nylander for some reason, to their credit, to their brains, he had an awful season. So if you're expecting Zach Hyman and Travis Dermott, who didn't have training camp, did not have preseason, have not played the first month of the flippin' season, to come on the ice, in an NHL game and come out guns a-blazing and be awesome, good luck with that. But right now, they just look all over the place. And yes, Mitch Marner had an assist today, and he got that. It was a very nice assist. But again, in points-wise, he's got 15 in 13 games. But I have not seen the Mitch Marner of last year. People are going to say, what are you talking about, James? He's doing really well. All that. He's not the same Mitch Marner. He doesn't look right. He had John Tavares to feed to and score 40-something odd goals last year. Zach Hyman grinding the corners, getting the loose puck, getting the puck to Marner. You don't have that right now. He looks a little lost, I gotta say. Matthews has been fine. But the collective effort as a team is just not there. And that's the part I'm scared about. We know the talent this Leaf team has and the talent they can throw on the ice every night. The problem is, and I just had a voice crack. The problem is effort. They look lazy. They look tired. They look not impressed, not wanting to be there. And people are paying damn good money to watch them play. Heck, I'm going Tuesday, watching to see them play against my favorite player, Alex Ovechkin. And if I'm going to sit here and watch the Leafs get absolutely pumped by Washington, it's embarrassing. And I do not want to see that on Tuesday against the Caps. Anybody who complained about rest today, you can't say that Tuesday. You know why? The Leafs have 2 days off. There's no excuses now. The fact that they're playing as bad as they are right now, it's sad to watch. And it's not just that they're a game over 500 and barely hanging on. It's the teams they've beaten. You know what I mean? They beat Ottawa 5-3. Whoop-de-doo. Ottawa's 2-7-1. They beat Columbus 4-1. Whoop-de-doo. Columbus is 5-3-2 actually, but again, that was their home opener, first game of the year. So you had your offensive weapons and you look good there. Great. You beat Detroit. Great stuff. Detroit is, what is their record? 3-8. You beat Minnesota. Wow, that's great. They're 4-7. And you overtime win against Boston. You barely hung on to that one. You blew it late, but you barely hung on to that one. And then you beat San Jose, a team under 500. Do you get where I'm getting at here? The Leafs' victories. Out of this, what is it, the 7 they have, the 6 they have, 2 are against teams over 500. One was an overtime win against Boston. Let me go through the losses. Montreal in the shootout, we all know what happened there. St. Louis, Tampa, Washington, Columbus, Boston, and now Montreal. All of those teams are playoff contending teams. Do you get the gist of where I'm getting here? They're beating the garbage teams. Well, that's nice. But you can't beat the teams you're having to contend with. That's a problem. The Leafs have not looked good. I don't care. Look, I love Austin Matthews for calling out the team and whatever not in the interview and what. It clearly didn't do jack. Something's got to happen. Whether that be John Tavares coming back from injury and shuffling lines around to make them more deep and putting more goals in the back of the net, I don't know. We all thought that Mike Babcock should have gone Frederik Andersen tonight and Hutchinson yesterday. I still stand by that as of what should have happened. But I'm not going to blame Hutch today. Because he's the reason this game did not get out of hand in the first 2 frames. Plain and simple. The third period kind of fell apart, but and that's what we've seen from Hutchinson. Kind of that one period where he just does not play well. I feel much better now. I was able to freak out, rant to you guys, let you guys hear my misery. And that's the fun stuff. All right, now, the next game, as we talked about, is on Tuesday at Scotiabank Arena, 7 o'clock puck drop. Capitals in town taking on the Leafs. All right? Now, you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you did not enjoy the hockey game there this evening, smack that like button. Do appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your guys' thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the Leafs play lately, your thoughts on what the heck this team is looking like right now. I want to hear your thoughts towards the Toronto Maple Leafs. And, guys, Twitter is down below. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. And I will talk to you guys Raptors edition very shortly as they won. They beat the Chicago Bulls very, very single-handedly, and we'll talk about that very shortly. And as for the Leafs, as we talked about, they'll take on the Washington Capitals at Scotiabank Arena. 7 o'clock puck drop there on Tuesday night. Braden Holtby, Frederick Anderson are the expected starters in that game. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys then.